Hey, it's Jay, and I'm back with more sparkle for you. So I'm still wearing my Bluebird Lacquer Best of Cluck and the Nocturne Alchemy Coconut Cream Ice Cream. And I wanted to participate in Amy from Strength Reversed video, and that is the hashtag Back to School Tarot. And for this tag, I chose to use one of my most favorite decks of all time, and that's the Playful Heart Tarot. I already picked out the cards that I wanted to talk about, so let's get started. The first prompt is the first day of school. So pick a card that reflects how you're feeling about the upcoming season or new beginnings in your tarot practice. And I chose the Magician for this prompt. I feel like I'm finally stepping into my own magic and doing some of the things that I've been contemplating for a really long time. And I'm getting outside of the box. I'm using my resources. I'm honing skills that I've learned over many years to put it all together to create the future that I'd like to see. So I really feel like the Magician reflects my excitement about what's to come. Number 2, teacher's pet. What card are you happy to see anytime it pops up? And I just love this card. You have the Empress sitting here with her two little pets. They're sitting, it looks like they're in a park with a little bit of water behind them. There's beautiful foliage around them. They're in this relaxed setting, just enjoying each other's company, tending to each other, playing, having fun. And I just over the last few years have really come into what I feel like is my Empress energy. So I'm just really happy anytime that I see that reflected in my card spread, and in particular this card from the Playful Heart Tarot. Number 3, Professor. Choose a card that embodies someone or something that taught you an unforgettable lesson. And for this, I chose a card that Zara from Kitten Shops taught me an unforgettable lesson, and that is with her wheel card and the guidebook entry for this card. So I'm just going to read this, and you can see how you feel about this card. The wheel is turning, like it or not. You plant a seed, and by the time the wheel completes a cycle, you have harvest. Nature takes care of stuff like the seasons and the weather. Similarly, we have cycles or phases in our lives. Some serve us, some hurt us. Are you consciously creating patterns, choosing to repeat actions that serve you, my dear kitten? Or are you leaving it to luck, hoping that the wheel will deliver you something tasty that you like? Change is constant. There's no controlling or stopping change. If you're getting dizzy, your best bet is to chill in the middle of the center of the wheel. The radiant-hearted baby Buddha, sporting a bunny hat, lives here. Visit with him for a while. This is the only place where the motion stops. He will teach you the secret of moving into your new phase of life with effortless poise and a light heart. Relax, let go. When I look at this card, I kind of start from the outside and I think about how you have the changing of the seasons. You have all 4 seasons, and then you have the spectrum of color, like the color wheel outside of the baby Buddha with his little bunny hat. And then inside the center circle here, you have love, represented by the heart. And then in the very center of the card, you also have another tiny heart representing love. And you can just see him radiating these little dots of love and light. And I think that the unpredictability of life and the typical representation of the Wheel of Fortune, like what comes up must come down, and you're in favor, in luck right now, but it could be out of luck, out of favor soon, and everything just continually changes, and it's kind of like up to fate. And I think that this card demonstrates that, despite the outside forces that are happening in your life, you have the power to be the person that's sitting in the middle. The way that Zara has illustrated the wheel card had a profound impact on the way that I see the Wheel of Fortune, and so therefore she's the Professor, which is a card that taught me an unforgettable tarot lesson. The next prompt is School Crush. What card is obsessed with you right now? And that would be the Eight of Pentacles. I've drawn this card a handful of times in the last few months, and I just feel like it speaks to getting started with this new little project I have going, and getting some hard work done, getting my hands in the dirt. The next prompt is the Hall Pass. Which card has imagery that transports you to another place? That's the Devil card. So this card, I think it's just so funny. You have like these two gremlin looking things that are like, here, have this drink. And it's like such an inviting drink at the top. It's so bright. And then like the light blue makes it look delicious. And then like as you get deeper into the drink, it looks like a bunch of like skulls and there's like a cigarette in there. And it's just like, you can hear them cackling and being like, ha, drink this. And I love that the colors in this drink are mirrored over here with the window, which is like your escape hatch, right? Like, even though you might be tempted to accept this drink, this cocktail from these two questionable creatures, like there is something that mirrors what they're offering you, but in maybe like a little bit of a purer state. And that window is always open for you. So when I look at this card, the imagery really transports me to like this dark room with this window of like an escape, and me thinking about like, how am I going to like pass on what seems like it might be good, but it's really not, and look for something that might be a little bit healthier. Study Hall is which card represents a tarot concept or lesson that you are struggling with right now. And I chose the Chariot. So I've spent some time with the Chariot lately. And one of the things that I really liked about Lisa Pepez's Unlocking the Tarot is that she had a section where she talked about cards that are like similar but different and the reasons why. And I feel like for me, at least, the Chariot and the Eight of Wands kind of have a similar energy where it's like fast, go, forward motion. And so I like to try to like parse out the nuances between the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. And like, I know all the textbook definitions of, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like truly getting down into the nitty gritty of like, what does the Chariot mean in the major arcana? And so I feel like this is something that I'm kind of struggling with right now and spending a little bit more time thinking about. The next question is a note passed in class. And it says, what card is a secret message from the universe you need to hear? I shuffled and drew the Knight of Pentacles. Like, we're on the right track heading towards where we want to go. And maybe there are some doubts. Like, the bull is like side-eyeing the knight, being like, bro, are you sure this is the direction that we want to head in right now? And the knight is like, yeah, dude, I know where we're headed. I know where we're going. Like, I'm a reliable MF, and this is what we're doing. And so he just is like reliable, self-assured, like knows what he's heading towards, and he's just gonna like plod his way there. And so I think that's what the universe is trying to tell me with this card right now. It is feather in his cap, but it's really a leaf. It's so cute. The next prompt is pop quiz. Pick a card that always puts you on the spot, something that challenges you to trust your instincts. And I chose the High Priestess card. And I think that whenever she pops up, she's just asking us to listen to ourselves, listen to our intuition, dig deep, see what kind of treasure that you could find. And yeah, I think that that's something that challenges me to trust my instincts. Number 9, honor roll. Choose a card that you understand and just get. And I chose the Three of Wands. Typically, the wand suit is the suit that I like understand or resonate with the least. But I feel like in Playful Heart Tarot, this specific imagery being like there's a bonfire, the 3 flames are coming up, and they are using their energy to cook the 3 different dishes up here. And so it's like, yeah, we're cooking with oil. We're moving. We're doing the thing. We are on our way. We are we're doing the damn thing. And so I just feel like this has been one of the best depictions of Three of Wands that isn't like travel related. Number 10, backpack. If you could carry one tarot card in your backpack for the year ahead, what would it be? I chose the Star. And for one, like, I just like the meaning of the Star card. I like this. I think that this is like so freeing, this card, the way that it's shown. But also embarrassingly, like, I think it's really funny that Lana Del Rey like held on to a Star card throughout one of her concerts. And so I'm like, you know what? I'll choose a Star card and be like Lana and carry this card in my backpack for the whole year. Because I think it's funny. I'm not like a huge, like, I like Lana, but I'm not like the hugest fan, but I just think it's kind of funny that she did that and picked the Star card. And then the extra credit assignment is add another prompt. So I picked passing grade. And so the description of the prompt is pick a card that you think barely receives a passing grade. And I'm sorry, like, you know, I sing the praises of Kitten Chops and I love everything that she makes, but this card just bothers me. And I feel like it's barely a passing grade. It's my least favorite card in the deck. And I've come to terms with finding a meaning for this that I like. To me, it kind of feels like when you're playing Pac-Man and like you're chasing the thing and then you die and then it's like and you die and game over. Like, I think that's what she was going for with the like pixelated X's, but I just don't think that it like matches the other cards. I don't know. It's just like very simplistic in its illustration. I don't like the color yellow in this way, like this highlighter yellow. It's different than this one. The browns, I don't know. I just want this card to be like a little bit more oomph. And so that's the card that I pick. But yeah, to not end on such a negative note, I love this deck to pieces. I spend a lot of time with this deck. This is like my smaller version with the edging, but the first edition larger cards, I edged that myself in like sparkle rainbow colors, and then I spent a little bit of time like putting sparkle detail on some of the cards. And so I have read with this deck so much and spent so much time looking at the imagery, and I love like everything about it. Like, you'd have to pry this deck out of my cold hands. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed my hashtag back to school tarot, and I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you later. Signing out.